Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Lucy, welcome. And today I thought I would start filming my updated palette collection, eyeshadow palette collection. I'm gonna, if my outfit's changed, it's because I'm gonna film sort of half of it and then the other half, but it's gonna be one video, if you see what I mean. So I thought I would do my drawers first, which are over here. I'm just going to sit down and pick them out one by one and show you them. I'm not going to I haven't got the get up to sort of show you. So the first drawer that we have, I'll get them all out and then I'll put them away. I think that might be the best thing to do. The first palette I have is actually a highlighter palette. This is from You Can Be. This is in, oh, I'll just drop it. Okay, I am actually so clumsy with things. Anyways, this is from You Can Be. This is in number 1. I believe there were like 2 colour stories of this. This was like a dupe for one of the Kat Von D highlighter palette. I believe it was called the Alchemist palette. If you can hear the wind, I do apologise. You might sort of start wobbling because of it. So these are highlighters predominantly. However, now my chair's going. These, you'll just see me just get, I'm not even gonna. These are perfect if you want to wear them over like a black eyeliner. They really pop. So yeah, these 2 colours look quite similar, but they are different when you, I'm back. They are quite different when you put them on your eyes, but yeah, it's a great palette. And it's not too expensive. It's only like, I don't know, £4 on eBay. The next one is a La Belle Makeup Colour Splurge palette. It's an all matte palette. And I believe this one's only like £15. My chair's just gonna go back down again. But yeah, this is a great palette. I don't use it as often as I should, but you get a lot of payoff from it. It's just great. I think I need a new chair because this is just gonna keep happening. I'm just gonna be down here, that's fine. The next one is from Dollywood Boutique, and this is just a generic glitter palette. I have used this a couple of times. The glitter is good. You don't really need a glitter glue, but it's always handy. But yeah, you just get a lot of colours. I don't know if they still sell this one, but I know they still sell like a bigger one. The next one I have is the Barry M Shipwreck palette. This palette is really good. The shimmers in this palette are insane. I don't really think so much of the mattes, but the shimmers are to die for. Again, I don't use it as often as I should, but yeah. The next one is the Ultimate Minachi Cosmetics Matte and Shimmer palette. This palette is huge. It's really good. Again, I don't use it as often as I should, but you have like a great array of colours in the palette. The mattes are really good. They perform well, and so do the shimmers. You have a mirror in there as well if that's important to you. Cruelty free. Most of my makeup, apart from the Wet n Wild things that I have, are cruelty free. I must just say I am striving to be ultimately cruelty free in every aspect of my life. So yeah. The next ones I have are the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault palettes. I have Dark Magic and Bling Boss. There's not too much to say about them. They were a bit of a flop for me, but I still keep them because when I offer them to people, they don't want them. So yeah, that's them. These aren't going to fit back in my drawer now, I know it. The next one is another glitter palette. This is just a little pop feel 6-pan glitter palette. I only bought it for this sort of pinky red down here. Does the job. This isn't a bragging video by any means, shape or form. Rock Goddess asked me to do it, so I'm doing it. But yeah, so the next one is a little blush palette from Barry M. I don't normally wear a lot of blush because I like to look as pale as possible and then just shine, but sometimes you do need blush. The next one is a Anastasia Riviera palette. I absolutely adore this palette. Some of them have got protectors, some of them don't, so I absolutely adore this palette. Again, I tend to sort of favour using other palettes, but this is definitely up there for me. And the names, you've got Bahamas, Cannes, but Monte Carlo is sort of, yeah, it brings back feels for me. So yeah, I spent quite a bit of time on the Riviera with my parents when I was young, so yeah, I had to get that one. The next one is another one from You Can Be. This is the Glow Kit. This is another highlighter palette. Yeah, so this one is, as you can see, is like the most used one on the palette. It's really, really pretty. It's like a duochrome. Yeah, again, You Can Be makeup is quite cheap, but it's also really, really good. So yeah, if your budget isn't that great, definitely check out You Can Be, which is available on like AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, wherever. This one is a Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Glow Holy Glow Fantasy. What I like about this one is it's actually magnetic. The artwork is really, really cute. I did get this one, it was on sale, but that green is everything. And then another one is a Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Meadow palette. I haven't really got a lot of use out of this yet. It kind of stays hidden in my drawer. But this one here, which is Slate Green and Poisoned Ivy, are my favourite in this palette. It has got a little bit of use out of it, as you can see. Like a little puzzle to try to get them all back in the drawer. The next one is a Pretty Vulgar Pretty Birdie palette. This was like part of like a series, I believe. But yeah, I don't really have much hope for this palette. I need to sort of try it again, I think. But I wasn't really all that impressed with the couple of times that I have used it. But I keep it because it's really, really, I think it's really, really pretty. It's kind of got like Victorian vibes for me, like, I don't know. The next one is the LA Splash Classic Horror palette. As you know, I am all about this palette. It's so pretty. I've hardly used it, but that's because I'm scared. I don't want to like ruin it in any way, shape or form, because it's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't keep a lot of the packaging for things, and I mocked Rock Goddess because she keeps boxes for every single palette that she owns, but this one is a must keep because it's just so gorgeous. Then we have one of my special palettes, one of my favourite ones. This is the Modern Renaissance. Everybody's seen what it looks like inside. As you can see, I do use it quite a bit. There's quite a few dips in the shadows. Particularly Love Letter and Warmed Hope seem to be the ones that I go for, and then these two shimmers here. Everybody's seen this palette, but if you don't have this palette, if it's ever on sale or you see it in TK Maxx, or you just have the money to buy it, definitely buy it because it's a good staple to have in your collection. The last Anastasia Beverly Hills one I have is the Alyssa Edwards palette. I haven't actually used this at all yet. I don't know, I might have swatched that one on the end, but it is really, really pretty. I'm excited to play with that yellow. I just haven't got round to using it, and I do like the fact that it's actually plastic and not the velvet, because as you can see, the velvet just gets really, really dirty. The next two are Colourpop, and we have the purple It's My Pleasure one, which looks like that, and the Ooh La La one, which is like a pinky one. This colour up here, which is Tickled, is absolutely stunning on the lid. Really, really nice. And then the last one in this drawer is the Ineffable Beauty Bad Bunny palette. I absolutely love this palette. It's a little bit messy because those shades at the top are just like a formula I've never seen. It's like a cream, but it's a powder, but it's a cream. I don't know, but I definitely keep the protector in there. But it's an absolutely really good, stunning palette to have in your collection, even if it is a little bit messy. So yeah, I'm going to take a break while I get everything back in the drawer, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so next we have the Jeffree Star drawer. Now, the only palette that I don't have in here of Jeffree Star's is the Alien palette, which is like behind you. So I will show you that when I go through those. But in here we have the Mini Breaker palette. This one is really, really cute. I've used this a little bit. The Jeffree Star formula is one of my favourites. This one and the Anastasia Beverly Hills formula, they're my favourite. So yeah, I actually own every single one of Jeffree Star's eyeshadow palette. So this is the Jewel Breaker. This is really, really stunning. Yeah. And we've got the Beauty Killer palette, which is, you can see I've got a lot of use out of that. Then we have the Blue Blood palette. This palette, as you know, we didn't really get on at first, but the more and more that I use it, I'm having more fun with it. Then we have the Blood Sugar palette. The Blood Sugar palette and the Modern Renaissance is sort of like, to me, they're sort of very, very similar. So if you have one, you probably won't need the other, but if you want to get them both. But this one is stunning. I haven't really got a lot of use out of this one because, like I say, I tend to just grab the Modern Renaissance palette, but I should get more use out of it, really. I am a little bit naughty. Then we have the Androgyny palette. This doesn't look like I've touched it, but this one is completely dug into, which is Safe Word. It's a really good contour colour. But yeah, I wasn't really all that great of a fan with this one. I tended to just sort of buy it because of the hype, but that one is worth for the palette alone. But I should get more, again, should get more use out of it. I might do a series where I just do looks with like all of my Jeffree Star like palette revisited, maybe. Let me know in the comments below, whatever. And then we've got the Thirsty palette. Again, I just bought it for like the middle row. But yeah, this one here is stunning. As you can see, I've dug into that a couple of times. All really, really good palettes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in the middle of filming my palette collection. You would have seen me with an entirely different look, an entirely different outfit. But I'm doing my palette collection in little bits because I've got a lot of palettes. So I've just reviewed this one. This is the Lick and Lash Beauty Playful palette. So it's in my collection at the moment. I'm not sure for how long. It might get decluttered, but who knows. The next one is the Game of Thrones Urban Decay palette. I haven't even like touched this yet. I'm not really an Urban Decay person. I was like back in the day, but I've got mixed feelings because although they are cruelty free, the company that own them, which I believe is Estee Lauder, is not cruelty free. So I've got sort of mixed feelings about buying from them. However, this was Game of Thrones and it was on sale. And it was totally an impulse buy. Do I regret buying it? No. Will I use it? Yes, sometime. The next one is from Storybook Cosmetics. And this one is, I've got two, so I'm not sure which which one is which. I believe this one is the, this one's the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one. Again, I literally bought it for the packaging. It's really, really pretty. I haven't even touched this one yet. I have touched the other one, which I will show you now. I have to say, again, these are like impulse buys. I buy them when they're on sale because I like the packaging. I am a bit of a packaging sort of person. I do like my packaging on things. And this one is the Storybook Collection. Again, this is the, if I can get it out. This is the Witchcraft and Wizardry palette. I've kept the sleeve for that one. And when you open it up, it looks like this. I love the colour scheme. I wasn't impressed with Storybook Collection's eyeshadows. I don't think they're all that great, but these go on sale on Beauty Bay all of the time. So when they're on sale, buy one. But when they're not, when they're full price, nah mate. No to the mate on that one. Their formulas, I'm not impressed with their formula. Oh, next we have two big palettes in my collection. We have the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. I haven't had this for a while. I've literally played with it once and I haven't had a chance to play with it again. Do I like this formula? It's okay. What I will say is it's not Jeffree Star quality. Is it Morphe quality? Yes, but it's not Jeffree Star quality. And then I have this big Identity palette. I did say in a video that I sort of regretted buying it. I've used it like 1 or 2 times. It's just a huge palette. And I don't find myself reaching for it. I don't think to myself, oh my God, I'm going to use the Beauty Bay palette today. I'm so excited. Is their formula good? Yeah, it's okay. Is it good value for money? Yes, because you get a ton of shadows in there. But I probably wouldn't rush to buy anything from that brand again. Next up, we have my Certify collection. I am in love with these palettes. We have the Tropical Wonders palette, which looks like this. Then I have the Dynasty palette, which looks like that. Then we have the Affinity 2 palette, which looks like that. And the Destiny palette, which looks like that. I need to get the Affinity 1 palette and the other palette. There's another one too. Then I have like all of them. But I just think like the artwork on these things is just absolutely stunning. These are like £30 each, or I think some of them are 32. But let me tell you, Certify, their formula is amazing, and they slay it with the like the rainbow palettes, the different colour palettes. They know how to put palettes like story together. They know how to slay with their formula. They're all good. Next up is the London Copyright collection. I have 3 of their palettes. I think they've only got 3 palettes. And I do have a highlighting palette from them as well. These palettes are £15 each. So we've got the Opera palette, which looks like this. And I broke one of the shades. We have the Playhouse palette, which looks like this. And we have the Palace palette, which looks like this. These, again, they're £15. They are amazing. The palette is magnetic and you can easily pop the shadows out if you want to put them in like a big one together, or if you just want to pick out your favourite ones and then give the rest to your friend. £15. The packaging is, oh, it's just stunning. Look at it. Just look at it. It's very like Great Gatsby, like very Art Deco. I think it's Art Deco. And I love the formula. The shadows are really easy to work with. They're pigmented enough, but not too much, but enough. But they're, oh, really good palettes. Next we have, I don't know if I've already shown the Alien palette, but I have it, as you know. I adore this palette. I love the packaging. Everything is amazing. When this came out, everybody like moaned and groaned about the fact that the eyes were like 3D and how are we going to store it? It's not square, it's not square. Why would you want to put this in a drawer? Why would you want to hide it away? I have it out so that I can see it all of the time because I love the packaging. It's amazing. Again, the formula is good. And then we have the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I didn't buy this until it had been out for like a year and a half. Because everybody like said that is the palette that you need to get. It's so amazing. I literally, when it comes to Morphe, I wasn't really like all about that life. I'd never really heard Jaclyn Hill either, and I know everyone's gonna go, well, how could you not know? She was like huge, but it wasn't sort of, she wasn't in my radar. But it is a nice formula. It's not the Morphe formula, so it's quite nice. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. I've used it a few times. Like I say, it's not one that I reach for. I know people go through these like hotcakes. They like hit pan on every single shade and then they have to buy another one because it's so amazing. But I'm not all about that life. I keep it mainly for like reference. The packaging is nice. I'm a packaging freak, but yeah. Okay, so we're down to the last pile now. We have some Z palettes that I need to get out and show you. So in this Z palette here, I have some Immensus glitters, some Colourpop highlighters, and I think this was a Bose Beauty one. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I just keep them together in that Z palette. And then in this Z palette, I have some, this was the Colourpop My Little Pony. It's all dirty. Sorry. This is the Colourpop My Little Pony palette that I depotted as an experiment. And then over here we have some Colourpop singles, and I believe this one in the corner is Makeup Geek single, but the rest are Colourpop. Colourpop's formula is really good. If you're looking for a palette and you don't want to spend loads of money, Colourpop is the way to go. And if you live in the UK, they calculate all the taxes and everything at checkout now when you order, so you don't get stung with that huge customs bill. I've ordered from them 2 or 3 times now, and there haven't been any mistakes, so it's all good. Right, so here's the pile. We have the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place. I do like this palette. As you can see, I've dug into this one quite a lot. I bought the mini purely because I would never have hit pan on the big ones, plus for storage reasons, and you do get all the same colours, and it's a little bit cheaper as well. Really good palette. I love Juvia's Place palettes. The next one, this has got to be my favourite rainbow palette ever, and this is September Rose, the Slush palette. It's like £24 or £20, something like that. It's amazing. As you can see, I do use it quite a bit. It's amazing. The mattes are like sort of verging on butter. The shimmers are butter. You have every single colour you could want. It's amazing. Then we have Blush Tribe. This is the Paulina palette. Again, Paulina wasn't really on my radar when it comes to the beauty community. I found out about her through... who did I find out about her through? Anyways, I want to say Nikki Rose, but I think I've got her name wrong. Anyways, doesn't matter. I found out about her and I thought, oh, I do like the look of that palette. As you can see, I've used it quite a few times. And the Blush Tribe formula is amazing. This palette is amazing. It was actually limited edition and then they brought it back. And I don't know whether it's permanent, but they definitely brought it back. You can still buy it. But the formula is really good. If you have the chance to get it, get it. If that's your sort of colour story, that's good. Then we have the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's Place. This palette is just absolutely stunning. And I've not even touched it yet. I've had this quite a while. I don't get around to using it, but it's just one of those that you can just open up and have a little look at. And just think, that is stunning. I will get around to using it. Whether I film me doing looks with it is another story. I don't know whether I will or not, but Juvia's Place, the formula is really, really good. Again, the mini because of storage, and I would never hit pan on those big ones. This one is by, this is Blush Tribe, and this is the Sonia Zareen palette. This was actually limited edition, so I didn't buy it at first. However, it went on sale. And it's just stunning, like cool tone colours in there. It's absolutely stunning. I think this was brought out to be like a bridal makeup palette, but I just thought it was absolutely stunning. And I don't film with it because it's limited edition and you guys probably can't get hold of it anymore, but I keep it because it's amazing. Then we have the Tribe palette by Juvia's Place. I waited ages for this palette to come to the UK. Absolutely ages, and as you can see, I've used it a few times with the shimmers. This shimmer is absolutely gorgeous. The greens are really good. Like I say, I waited forever for it to come, and then it went on sale and it was all good. The next one is the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. I recently did a palette bingo, which is up on my channel, with this palette. This is just stunning. You've got 6 mattes, 3 shimmers. What can I say? It's just a good formula. Then we have the Hasina 2 palette by Blush Tribe. This is, again, right up my street with the sort of cool tone colours. Absolutely stunning. I don't know what else you can say about Blush Tribe and Certify. The owners are sisters. But they both slay. They're independent women. They slay. They bring out good products time and time again. You know what you're getting with them. You're getting consistency, good quality, at a reasonable price. And yeah, I can't speak highly enough of Certify and Blush Tribe. And they are really friendly and they do get back to you with their messages, etc., etc. The next one I have is the Misunderstood palette by Colourpop. I am obsessed with Disney. I'm obsessed with the villains. As you can see, I've used it a few times. I do like the colour story on this one. I think a lot of people bitched because there wasn't that many mattes in it. There's these 2 mattes, but 3 mattes, 4 mattes, 5. There's 5 mattes. The rest are shimmers. We get there in the end. But just stick a matte in your in your crease and then just cover your life with shimmer. Like, what are you moaning about? And then the nearly last one, because I've got some hidden in my car that I need to get out and film to show you, is the Disney Designer Collection. This palette is absolutely lovely. I love this for just every day. Prince Charming all over your lid with just a transition shade is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't think I've swatched very much, but look at that. It's just to die for. Honestly, it's just to die for. Shimmers are good. It's Colourpop quality. It's not that expensive. Need I say more? Yeah, so that's part 2 of this. I need to, like I say, get the stuff out of my car that I've hidden and tell you all about those, and then that will conclude my palette collection, so keep on watching. Hello, so the last 2 palettes I have in my collection I have recently just got, and they will be featured in a haul, so you'll see them probably twice. Is the Juvia's Place, the Warrior palette and the Dolce palette. I've just hit you. So this one is like a neutral palette, and I don't usually go for neutral palettes. However, everybody raves about this palette, and as you can see, I've already had like a little play with it, a little swatch with it. But they were actually sort of on sale, so I thought I will pick them up. And then this one is, the packaging is stunning. It's like, I don't know if you can see it, it's like holographic. There you go, you might be able to see a little bit of it. And then it looks like this on the inside. This colour here looks stunning, so does this one. So yeah, so I've got those. So those are in my collection as well. I have a Colourpop one coming, but you will see that in my next video, which will be a haul. So yeah, let me know if you've got any of the palettes that I have got and what your thoughts and views of them are. Let me know if there's a palette that I don't have that I should have. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever. I appreciate either. And as ever, guys, I will see you soon for another video. Bye.